At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about a pair of lawn aeration shoes. But these are not just normal shoes. They'll actually slap onto any pair of shoes that you have. But as we find out later on in this video, preferably you want to wear some kind of boots or hard-soled shoes. So in this video, we're going to be doing a quick hands-on with the box, first impressions on said lawn shoes. Then I'm going to put those bad boys to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out, are they something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so I don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy. So you got lawn aerator shoes for a better and healthier environment. That's what's up, people. There's an image of what's to come in the box. Pre-assembled, ready to use, strong and durable. That is all you need to tell me right there. I bought a pair of these and they made me screw in every single one of the little things, and it was absolutely annoying. You had to hold the nut on one side and screw it in from the other side. It was terrible, people. All right, easy to use, hopefully. One size fits all, 6 shoe sizes. Fully assembled. Absolutely love that. All right, let's get inside this box, people. All right, let's take a closer look at this bad boy. So there you go. Those are all the tines right there. Assembled, fully ready to go. They did the hard work for you. You don't have to try to screw those in. Take a look at the top where your shoes are going to go. Oh, okay, this is way better. You got a little heel support right here, and you have 2 straps on the back, not just one. So that's really cool, just like sandals. Yeah, the last pair I bought, you just had one over the front like this, and then you had this one here, and it was terrible. They kept getting loose and getting stuck in the ground. Not fun at all. So yeah, I think it's gonna rain tonight, so that means I'll be out there tomorrow morning. Let's get these reviewed. Okay, so it looks like these are right and left. So this is obviously gonna go on the inside, and this is gonna go on the outside. So that's how you know, but the shape is basically the identical. So let's go ahead and slap these on my feet. Okay, there we go. So one size fits all. Maybe I wear a size 12, 11 and a half sometimes. So you can see my toes are definitely sticking over for sure. This side tightened down really tight. I have a lot of excess. On this side, I have almost none. So I'm not sure if I did something different on this side versus on this side, but nonetheless, they feel really good. Let's get them out to the lawn and get us stomping. Okay, here's my lawn in question right here. This is what I think is compacted. You can see in this area right here, it just doesn't grow as much, and it really doesn't grow very fast. And it has a lot of thatch build up, and when you walk on it, it's like walking on basically like the sidewalk over there. So that's gonna be the main area right here that I'm gonna focus on the most. So let's go ahead and get going. Okay, so like I said earlier, it definitely was gonna rain. It did rain, and I am walking through this like it is nothing. It's going in and coming out really easily. Very nicely. Wow. Yeah, the last pair that I had, when you went to pull up, this would all stretch and just really be quite a mess and cause you to have to like wrench your foot out kind of hard. But this is very nice. Okay, so what I was doing is I walked it straight across, then I walked it up and down, and I tried to keep my feet really close to one another and try to make my stepping a little bit more of a half gait, if you will. That way I was able to cover basically the entire lawn and not miss an area where it didn't get any holes punched in it. So this was the best way that I found. Plus you could watch the grass and see where you were before, so that was actually really nice. It kind of made it look like I had aerated the lawn, which was really cool. Okay, so one thing I did find out is you definitely have to make sure you're giving a good push and not just walking, because sometimes if you're just walking like normal heel toe, what's going to happen is you're not going to impact the full spike depth. So I was finding myself sometimes impacting the heel more and the toe a little bit less because I popped out like a normal walk. So I was having to push, and you do this sort of like stomp thing as you're going along, and you can create your own. You can go sideways. Another thing I found out is that these definitely want to be worn with boots. So if you have soft shoes like these, they're gonna loosen up. The heel kept popping off right here, which was super annoying. I'm probably gonna have a little bit of calluses, but that's because I have the wrong footwear for sure. But yeah, so they definitely did their job. If your soil is dry to the touch, I would say don't do this. Sprinkle it with a sprinkler or wait until it rains and then do it. Okay, let's give these things a star rating. So I think they do a good job. I like the fact that they're a solid base at the bottom. They didn't feel like they're wiggling or wobbling. My grass is a slight hill, so what I was finding when I was on certain spots, if there was like rocks or something, it would kind of tip me a little bit. And that's probably because I wasn't wearing boots and these weren't able to be completely locked down. They definitely locked down way better than the last pair that I used. So that's a big thumbs up. The spikes going into the ground, they're not that thick and they're not that long. But this is basically the standard that you're gonna get. So they really don't get much longer than this for shoes, probably because you'd have a harder time pulling it out of the soil. So I'm gonna give these things a solid 4.8 star rating. I'm gonna say that they're almost 5 stars. It actually looks like you can adjust it down here. I didn't even notice that. So it looks like you can bring this up closer. Yes, you can right there. So that would help out if you had smaller feet. So one size fits all is probably more accurate. But if your foot is a size 13 or bigger, it's gonna start to stick out. So definitely take note of that. But yeah, so learn how to walk in these things and they're gonna do phenomenal. Do it when your grass is damp and not super compacted and dry. So highly recommend it to everyone out there that knows what they're buying. Buy it. Okay, it's been a week later and this area right here got fertilized. Well, the whole lawn got fertilized after I stepped on it. And I have noticed that it's gotten a little bit greener and it's a little bit thicker in this area. So if we walk over here, I can definitely tell that this is much, much thicker than before I did the lawn aeration. It's a little bit softer. So I'm gonna step on the lawn again with the Aerator shoes a couple more times before the hot summer comes. But yeah, I definitely think it has made an improvement. And you can see down there, I did it over there, definitely made a big improvement down there for sure. So this soil was definitely, had rocks kind of near the surface and it just had a lot of compacted soil and it was really, really bad. So I definitely think that the shoes helped out tremendously. And I can also tell that the soil was able to take in the fertilizer, whereas before you would just see long strips of dark green and then light green. And the dark green is where the soil was actually able to take in the fertilizer, and then the light green slash yellow was where there was no fertilizer that went in. It just kind of rolled over and did not absorb. So compacted soil is really bad. All right, there you go. That's the lawn aeration shoes. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clickety-clack that like button. And if you want to join the Analytics family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos. And it's because of you guys, I surpassed 6K. Yes, people, on my way to 7K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.